friends, today we are going to take a different approach to body flight and how we achieve that as dancers. So certainly this day and age compared to decades ago, the speed at which the couple goes across the floor is going to help you out a little bit in competition, actually help you out a lot, and it catches the judges' eyes. Okay, so when we are a ball moving across the floor, a soccer ball, there is really no friction, right? So it takes a minimal amount of force to get the ball rolling, and then it kind of keeps rolling. Ballroom dance is a little different because we have two bodies. Okay, so unless we are the Borg and psychically connected with our partner, we are not going to move in tandem. Nor do the ballroom dance steps go movement to movement to movement to movement one way down the floor. We're stopping, we're rotating, we're changing direction. If you think about a waltz, whenever you have a closed step in ballroom dance, our flight actually has to stop altogether and then reinitiate. Okay, so this is definitely a challenge in ballroom dance. We think about the way we are biologically engineered to move efficiently as one body. I just go, 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 go. I don't, as one body, go, stop. Go, stop. This is not efficient for one body, but it is absolutely necessary for two bodies. So how do we do that? Well, we add acceleration and deceleration, okay? And later I'll talk about in a future video how this ties into your swing and your shape, but for now, we're gonna focus on an exercise we can do home alone, okay? And if you're a ballroom dancer, I suggest just doing this as a little exercise, even if it's in your kitchen, not to be in the dance studio. I drop and I'm still. I accelerate and then I decelerate. So if you think about driving a car, do you ram into the stop sign or do you decelerate and then accelerate into the next direction of the car? It's no different than ballroom dancing. We're kind of steering a car in front of us, right? Because it's not just us anymore. So what we're gonna do is a little home exercise. We're gonna drop, we're gonna accelerate, and then we'll decelerate. Stop, accelerate, and decelerate. Now we're gonna go backwards for two closed change steps, okay? We accelerate not with the body, but just with the foot. Accelerate, and then decelerate. Drop, accelerate just the foot, not the body, just the foot. Accelerate, and decelerate. And we're just gonna do that little pattern over and over and over again. And I'm going to do a quick transition here so I can show you kind of the mathematics in a different way visually. So I'll be right back. I'm back out of the studio and into the classroom. So I'm going to super simplify the physics behind the flight today to help hopefully make that easier for you to understand. Okay, so first of all, we have a velocity going across the floor if we're ballroom dancing, okay? If you were a rolly ball, you can push and it'll kind of go for quite a ways, right, on its own, because we have minimal friction under the ball. It will eventually stop because there is some friction, but it'll go quite a ways. So I'm going to insert a diagram in here for another visual. I'll be right back. Next up, unfortunately, our bodies are not soccer balls.
And so we have a lot more friction on the floor. I'm going to show this in terms of pretend you're moving a box across your living room carpet, okay? So you gotta shove and it stops, shove and it stops. So essentially we have an acceleration, a deceleration, an acceleration, a deceleration. Okay, there's no way as a human body, you're just gonna roll this across your living room. Not gonna happen. Too much friction happening there, okay? So every time we accelerate, we're naturally going to decelerate, not only because of the friction, but because we do have a body in front of us at all times. So we need to actively insert a force to reignite that engine or to stop the engine as well. Now, this is an added element of ballroom dance because we have a separate body we're dancing with. I can get into that in another video, but trust you me, we have acceleration, deceleration, acceleration, deceleration. Okay, I'm going to insert another kind of super simplified physics diagram for you on how the acceleration and deceleration work. As ballroom dancers, we have even more friction underneath of us than this smooth box. The cube is really smooth, and guess what, guys? Bad news. Suede. Now, we do need somewhat stickier soles than, say, a leather-soled dress shoe or a plastic-soled shoe, so we don't fall down on the floor, right? So this is not a negotiable. We have to wear these sticky suede shoes. So even more than shoving that smooth cardboard box across your carpet, now we've got it slide. And unfortunately, we do need a heavy weight in the floor for floor pressure so the partner can feel us, but shove and stop, shove and stop, even more than the box to make that move most efficiently and gracefully, so to speak. So if you see a beginner dance, they're going to move pretty much one speed. Well, they're going to think they're moving one speed, which works great for one body. But with two bodies, what happens is they try to move one speed. It does not accommodate for the friction, and they end up kind of hitting a brick wall. And I'm sure you've seen kind of rickety beginners like that. And that's a normal stage of the game, friends. If you see yourself on video and you look like you're all rickety, don't worry about it. It'll pass. But for more advanced dancers, not only are you going to see a smooth movement, you're going to see more deceleration and acceleration. Okay. Now we're going to think about how do we accelerate? Imagine a roller coaster. If the roller coaster drops this much, it'll get me going a little bit, okay? But if that roller coaster drops, vroom, you're gonna be off like greased lightning. So we do need to have a drop in these smooth traveling dances. In the knees, not the body, but just that lower body, that soft knees, to get going faster and have that light and shade, have efficient maximum movement across the floor. What else happens when we lower? We get more flight. If we drop this much, if we drop, boom, we're gonna take big, giant steps across that floor. And all of these things will eventually magically mold together like a beautiful puzzle in terms of this, the body flight, the rise and fall. These things will be very complementary to each other, as well as your shaping. And then of course the breathing, and the beauty of your movement together. So anyway, I'm painting with a broad brush because I don't want to give you a 5-hour video here on the etymology of flight in ballroom dance, but hopefully that gives you a little bit of a better picture of what the heck's going on there, okay? Both of these things require force, the acceleration and then the deceleration. And they're two distinct forces. It's not just like pushing a ball with zero friction, just boop, and then it goes. Every single step. So especially in waltz, like if you would collect the feet, which is why I gave you a waltz exercise that you can work on alone to kind of make this magic happen for you. Okay, thanks for joining me today. And thank you, shout out to the person who asked the question for me to kind of delve into this topic a little deeper. I look forward to seeing you first thing tomorrow morning. Thanks for joining me. Happy dancing. Bye.